Good evening. Welcome in, everybody. Hope you are doing well on a Wednesday night. Who we got in here first? We had Eddie in here first. Good evening, Eddie. How are you doing, sir? I am at a remote location, so you are in here. Let me know if the volume's good. Let me know if the stream's good, and we'll go from there. Good evening, sir. Good evening. Just got back today from the cruise. Oh, I am in Panera trying to do the live stream. Trying to stay awake. I'm clear and good. All right, cool. Thank you, sir. Appreciate that. Yeah, so I just got back today. Back into Port Canaveral, drove home. Got a little bit of work done. I got a lot of video editing to do. So yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing today. So let me mute this. There we go. I had to mute my other screen here. I got so much footage of the ship. I did a tour video. I did a food options tour. I did daily vlog. Um, 4 days, nowhere near enough time to vlog that ship. It's I was staying up till midnight, 1 o'clock in the morning, and then popping back up, waking up at 5 in the morning to go out and vlog before it got busy on the decks and stuff. So it's definitely a lot to do in 4 days. I didn't really get to see a whole lot of the ship or experience it like I would want to on a vacation, so to say, because I was trying to vlog everything. Team Reese is in here. Welcome in. Welcome in. How are we doing? You'll need 2 weeks just to. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I squeezed as much as I could in it, Eddie. I got a lot done. I did get a lot, but not as much as I wanted to. But we had fun. Anaya got to do a lot of the activities. I can't wait to get the vlogs edited and put out. I'll probably have the first one to go this weekend. But yeah, we got tons of footage. We did, like I said, water slides, flow rider, a lot of the activities, the shows. Oh my gosh, all the shows were absolutely amazing. The ice skating show, the diving show was insane. Back to the Future was awesome. So we did get to see pretty much the full version of most of the shows. Back to the Future paused because they were having technical difficulties. The ice skating show, the sound went out, the music went out while they were doing one of their skates because there was a medical emergency on board, so the captain was speaking. But other than that, we got to see most of these shows. Marjorie is in here. Welcome in, Marjorie. How are you? Hope you are doing well on this Wednesday, y'all. I'm sorry if my voice sounds a little weak. I've been doing a lot of talking and hollering when I was recording the vlog. That's probably why my voice sounds a little tired, maybe. I'm gonna send out some of my channel memberships here in a few minutes too. I found out I got 10 a month to send out, so I'm gonna send out some free channel memberships. We're gonna watch the replay when we get home from dinner. Jess and I don't want to miss a thing. I appreciate it, Zach. I appreciate you. Welcome in. Hope you're doing well on a Thursday, sir. I appreciate it. Hope y'all enjoy your dinner. Are you vlogging your dinner, Zach? Are you any insight on what the next food venue video you're going to be releasing is? Team Reese is in here. Marjorie's in here. So yeah, I'm going to send out some of channel memberships here in a little bit. If you have any questions about Star of the Seas or anything else in general, let me know. I said I'm excited to get the vlogs edited and get those out. I'll be posting pictures to the Instagram as well, pretty much on a daily basis, of some of the pictures we took. Um, we went to we went to Coco Cay, but we only got off the ship for about 15 minutes, just enough time for me to go to the outside of the ship and get some video and some pictures of the outside. We were in port with Utopia of the Seas. So to see those two massive ships next to each other was pretty cool. So um, trying to think what else we did all week. Like I said we were on for 4 days. I spent a very little time in the casino. So there was like 5,200 people on our sailing. The casino was 1,350 of them were on comms. So the casino was packed. There were a lot of like nights we couldn't even get a seat like at a slot machine or one of the table games. I wanted to play craps. I wasn't even able to play craps until the last night, just because it was so crazy busy in the casino. We had a vlogger meetup on the ship, which was awesome. There was a bunch of vloggers that got together, and we had talked about YouTube and about vlogging. And I met a lot of great vloggers on the trip. Some that I already followed, and then some that I didn't know about that I'm following now. Um, I'd probably say I was super excited to finally meet Jason and Elise from EECC Travel. I've been following them for years, and they came to the meetup, gave a lot of great information, wonderful, amazing people. I met up with Big Murph on the ship for a little while. Parker's on the go was straight. I popped in there and said hello for a minute as well, but there were a lot of vloggers on the ship. A lot of vloggers. Great. Oh, Jason and Elise are they're one of my favorite vloggers to watch. I love them. Parody J. They've actually cruised together prior. We absolutely love watching their content, and to be able to meet them in person was absolutely amazing. Like I said, it took about an hour of their time. They came to the vlogger meetup, and we all just kind of had a roundabout, and how we started YouTube, that kind of thing, and just kind of chit chatted about that and about cruising and all of that stuff. So yeah, it was a really, really good time. Let's see here if I got anything else to touch on. They did give away some swag. We got some Star of the Seas hats. We got a Star of the Seas pickleball set. Some chair pull clips, like the towels on the chair. They gave those away. We got like a commemorative photo. They gave all of us certificates with our name printed, signed by the captain, saying thank you for being on the inaugural sailing. All that cool stuff we got in the stateroom, so that was really neat. Me and the kids got some pictures taken. Took advantage of our perks that we got the free pictures. But yeah, we just we roamed around the ship, we checked out the shows. We didn't see all the shows. We didn't do the comedy shows. We saw the juggler and the ice skating show, the big ones, but we didn't see a whole lot of it. We didn't do like trivias. We didn't really have a whole lot of time to do a lot of trivia. So it was mainly vlogging and then just watching the big shows, the theme shows, pretty much. The parties on board, the new Millennium party that they had was really cool. They did it right there on the promenade, right in front of the Pearl. They did the headsets for the silent disco, so that was really cool as well. I'm going to send out some memberships here. Not even sure. My internet's a little bit wonky, so excuse me if I'm missing a chat or if it doesn't show who got what. But so who do we got here? We got Team Reese Travels, Foodies Vacations, Big Murph, JJ's Adventures, and Nelly got the gifted memberships. Awesome. So I'm gonna start doing more on the memberships too. I'm gonna start doing like private, like live private stuff. I just started the membership membership, so it's kind of new. I'm trying to learn how to do all that as well. So but we'll get there. We'll get there. Team Reese, no, I appreciate you. I appreciate you for being here and for supporting. So it's cool that YouTube lets us do that, give out these memberships. So, I mean, if they're there and they're going to let me give them out, I'm going to give them out. Take advantage of that. So it's awesome. Extra perks. We don't have a whole lot right now set up. We got like the emojis and stuff like that set up. I am going to do. I'm getting more stickers printed. I'm getting better quality stickers. The last stickers I got were not the quality I want, but I'm getting more of those printed, and then I'm going to reach out to all the members and everybody and start sending some of those out as well to get some, just as a little membership perk. You know, it's not a lot, but you know, stickers are cool. We don't like stickers, right? So, Scott, how we doing, sir? Happy Wednesday. Hope you're doing well. Again, if y'all are just joining us, I do apologize. I am at a remote location. My internet issues caused me to have to move. So I'm literally sitting in a banana right now doing the live stream. So that is better than not doing it at all, yes. Liz, hello, Liz. How are you? Hope you are doing well. Oh, there's Cole. Cole. So when me and Cole got off this morning, when we were getting off the ship, we were only on 4 days, and we were having a conversation. Is 4 days enough? Like, it's not enough to. We were so depressed getting off. We're like, we've been on them for a week, but like after a week, I feel like okay, it's not as bad getting off. But 3 or 4 days, just it's not enough. It's like we got that depressed feeling. I'm like, I want to be on the ship still, but we're going back on we're getting on Icon in 17 days, so we don't have a huge turnaround. It was way too short though, way too short. Nowhere near enough time to vlog everything and get everything done. We didn't get to see everything. We didn't get to do a lot of the trivias that we would have wanted to do, but when we go back on, we will. It's better. 4 days is better than no days, right? 4 days is better than no days. So, saying hello to Cole. It definitely was. It definitely was way too short, Liz. I could have spent 2 weeks on there, not gotten everything I wanted to do done. Like I said, staying up till late at night, midnight at the earliest, and then getting up at 5 o'clock in the morning to go vlog before everybody else gets up. You know, what was my favorite part of the ship? It depends on what we're talking about. If we're talking entertainment, I would say the Aqua Show was amazing. The diving show in the Aquadome was amazing. But the ice show and Back to the Future was amazing as well. The food, if I would say the food is Pig Out Barbecue in the Aquadome market. We went there almost every day. The brisket there was amazing. Just the entertainment in all of it. But I would probably say my favorite part of that ship is you're on a ship with 8,000 people, and not one time was it crowded, except for in the casino because they had so many. They had 1,350 people on a casino complex challenge. They were, I guess, stress testing the casino workers. There wasn't a machine open. It was tough to get a machine around a table, but the ship did not feel busy at all. It's so spread out. The first day was a little bit crowded when you first get on until you drop off your luggage, but other than that, it was just nice in general, like to be able to like get away from people. We even went to Surfside, the kids area. And I went to the splash pad, the water slide, the carousel, all that. And we were sitting there, and it wasn't overrun by kids. Obviously, there was kids there, but there was probably maybe if I would count 15 to 20 kids at the splash pad in the pool area at a particular time. It wasn't like, you know, you were fighting off a drove of kids either. I know school's in right now too, so that could play part of it too. Is that you know, kids are in school, but Yeah, I think that's my favorite part of those ships. It's just not feeling crowded, and they have so much going on that there's always something to do. There's always entertainment. The dueling piano star was amazing. Great talent. The pub singer, the uh, the band on the pool deck. Uh, and so many. We didn't do specialty dining at all on this trip. We did no specialty dining. We ate at all the complimentary places we could. We didn't eat at half of those because we just didn't have time in 4 days. But it was uh, all the food was good that we did eat. But yeah, it was just too much to be able to do specialty dining. How big was it? I will say this, Scott. You cannot video and pictures do not do that ship justice. It's the same size as Icon essentially, so not a big difference between that and Icon, but it's massive. We got off in Port and it was sitting right next to Utopia, which is a big ship. It's an Oasis class, and you can tell the difference between Star of the Season and Utopia. That's how big it was. It's massive. My legs are sore from I literally walked that ship front and back the last 4 days trying to vlog and get as much footage as I could. So the legs are feeling it a little bit now, but definitely worth it. Definitely worth it. I can't wait to get back on it. We're going to do Icon in 2 weeks, just over 2 weeks, 2 weeks from this Saturday. Same size ship. So I'm going to try to rest up before that, but it's massive. We didn't. We didn't. I said a lot of the venues that we didn't do. We never went to Local Fresh, which is the complimentary Mexican place. We didn't eat there. We didn't our cafe in Central Park. We didn't do none of the specialty dining. We did pretty much the buffet, the main dining room, the Aquadome Market where the barbecue place is. We ate there. Hope you still in here. Where else did we eat at? Base camp. I went by and got food from there. Went by and got food from the Surfside eatery we ate at Surfside Bites. Obviously, the ice cream. We had a lot of the ice cream. I'm trying to think of other restaurants where we ate. We didn't eat. This is probably the first time. I think this is the first time I've ever went on a cruise ship and didn't eat a single slice of pizza. I did not eat a single slice of pizza. Sorrento's, which is open really late at night and pretty much all day. I did not eat a single slice of pizza. How was the pizza? That's all that matters to me. As I'm sitting here talking about it. Normally Sorrento's is not the greatest pizza in the world. It's decent. I like it, but it's not great. But it's great late at night. But yeah, we never made it there late at night. We would get the Aquadome Market was open till late at night, so we'd go get barbecue or an empanada or the Mediterranean place or the creme de la crepe. Creme de la crepe is amazing, by the way. The crepes you can get them custom made. Oh, it's so good. So good. I'm getting so hungry talking about all of it. Josie Ann, welcome in. I don't think I said welcome, but welcome. Hello. I hope you are having a great Wednesday. But yeah, I'm having serious cruise withdrawals now. Now that I'm home and off the ship, so I can't wait to get back on it. I'm trying to think of what stood out. Other than the swag and the gifts that they gave us, I don't think anything was really that different from Icon. A couple of the food menus were different, but other than that, it's essentially the same as that ship. I will say this: the water slide is in fact closed. The drop slide that broke on Icon, they had it closed the entire time on Star 2. They're not letting anybody ride that particular one. All the other ones are open. They always have, but they are weighing you when you get on the water slides. Every water slide we rode, we got weighed. Doesn't matter if we just came off of one. When we went back up, we got weighed again. to make sure you're within that weight limit. So I don't know the situation on Icon or what caused what it is. I'm sure after they have their investigation, they'll figure it out. But they definitely had it closed still on Star this season until they figure out what went wrong on Icon. I wanted to try the Crown's Edge. On the side of the ship, the little, it's kind of like a zip line, but it takes you off. It's not a real zip line. It's like half rope towards zip line. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I wanted to do that, and I just didn't have time. And I knew I was going on Icon in a couple of weeks. So I was just like, I'll just wait till we get on Icon to do it then. So I didn't get to do that. We didn't do rock climbing. Just too much stuff in one day. Too much stuff in one day to do. I mainly concentrated on vlogging all of the areas and trying the new food and seeing the big production shows. Now, I posted a picture to Instagram because we saw the diving show, Torque was amazing. Probably the best diving show I've seen on any ship, and we only saw the preview. We didn't get to see all of it. But there was like a motor. Look, y'all remember I talked about the live stream on the ship too, though, the motorcycle cage. I got a close-up picture so I can show everybody. But I think they're going to add something. They were working on that the last day we were on the ship. So I think they're going to add something with some type of, I don't know if it's going to be motorcycles or some type of vehicle or some type of roller thing they're going to do in that cage. So that would be cool to see. But yeah, for the most part, the shows were full length. They were like the Aqua show was about just under an hour. The ice skating was just under an hour. Back to the Future was almost 2 hours. They did have technical difficulties at the end of the Back to the Future show. That is the one show. So I took some recordings. I'll put out the vlog. I got some recordings of the ice show and the Aqua show. Unfortunately, Back to the Future I did not because they asked us not to video record it for copyright reasons and the actors protection of the actors or whatever. So they asked. I didn't want to be that guy that is recording stuff when they're asking you not to. So I did not record that. I can't feel bad for you for cruising so soon. Yeah, I'm going on in a couple of weeks. So it was depressing getting off. But I think if I didn't have the Icon booked here in a couple of weeks, it'd be a little bit more depressing. I think so. I think motorcycles, Liz. I think motorcycles are some type of car or some maybe bicycles. I don't know. A couple of guys are bicycles. We'll see coming out. I'm definitely curious as to what they're going to do with that. But they were definitely working on it. They took it completely apart on the last day. I was sitting there watching them work on it, and then they put it back together. So there's definitely more to come for that. But it's exciting. I cannot suggest the ship enough. The biggest things I get from new people going on the bigger ships is, number one, there's going to be a lot of kids. Icon class, it's Star, it's Oasis class. There's going to be a lot of kids. That's one of the biggest things I get. Number two is going to be crowded. It's crowded. I don't want to be on a ship with 7,000 people. I will tell you, if those are your concerns, you need to go on that ship. You need to try that ship because you would be totally surprised if there's nothing like that. Nothing like that at all. Helping Hands for Cruising, welcome in. Good evening. Happy Wednesday. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out with us. Yeah, the crowds were not there. Now, we weren't at full capacity. There was only 5,200 people on our sailing. Full capacity, 5,200. But when we went on Icon, we were at full capacity. It was a sold-out ship, and it felt the same way. It was not crowded feeling at all, other than, like I said, Star on the casino, just because of all the comps. The casino was really, really busy at night. Let's see. The shows had plenty of seating. You made reservations for the shows, so we had our reservations, and then about 10 to 15 minutes before the show started, if you're not in your seat, if you had reservations, you don't show up, they open it up to everybody else to go in. So there wasn't everybody that was waiting got to go in and see the shows. Now, I do not know about the Attic, the comedy club on board, because we had reservations for the comedy show, but we didn't go just because we didn't have time. We were trying to shrink as much in a little bit of time as we could. So we did not see the comedian on board of the attic. So I don't know how much room they had or if all of those people got in, but all of the other areas. The ice show was no problem getting seating. It did get full. It did get full. And there were actually people in the back standing at the ice show that couldn't find a seat or didn't want to sit next to other people or split up their party. So it did get full. So definitely you want to make reservations if you're doing the ice show, the aqua show, or Back to the Future. Definitely make reservations prior to getting on the ship. As far as food to recommend, definitely the Aquadome Market, the Pig Out Barbecue. So on the first day, everybody goes to the Windjammer. It gets flooded, it gets busy. There's tons of other options that are open on board on the first day. There's El Loco Fresh Mexican restaurant. There's the Park Cafe. There's the Windjammer. There's a small version of the Windjammer in Surfside. It's called Surfside Eatery. It's more geared around kids' foods, but they got a lot of the same foods as the Windjammer. That's open on the first day. The Aquadome Market's open on the first day. There's so many food options on the first day. Skip the buffet. Don't go to the Windjammer. It's going to be overcrowded. It's going to be packed. Everybody's going to have their luggage there that they're carrying on until the stateroom's open. So I definitely would recommend skipping that and going to the Aquadome Market. Was not crowded at all. We got on the ship. I got to port. It was around 8:30 in the morning that we got to Port Canaveral and got parking. Parking was not an issue. People were concerned about parking with Utopia being there the day before, and if it was going to be full, there was plenty of parking in the lot right there at the garage. We had no issue. Got front row parking. Walked right up. So we got there about 8:30. We did wait till the port opened at 10. We were on the ship around 10:30 in the morning. And we went straight up to the Aquadome Market. Was already open. Checked out the Pearl. Saw some cool stuff. They got these little planet statues everywhere. I'm trying to figure out the theming. So my idea on the planet statues is that there's 8 planets in the solar system. I found like 5 of them. I found like Earth, Mars, Saturn. I think Neptune was one that I found. But I found like 5 of these statues. I'm like, man, maybe they have 8 neighborhoods, and I was finding one in each neighborhood. So I was like, maybe they have one planet in each neighborhood because there's 8 planets or whatever in the solar system. But then I saw somebody posted that there's only 6 of them on the ship. So I'm not sure about that, but thought that was pretty cool. So I guess their reasoning, because I actually asked this question, is that I guess Pluto is considered a planet, but is not part of the solar system or whatever. So I don't know. But if you Google it, how many planets are in the solar system, it'll tell you 8. I don't know. I was always taught as a kid that Pluto was a planet, but it just rocked my entire world. Yeah, I guess. See, Liz, what we were taught when we were kids is different than what they're being taught now. So it's, yeah, I guess you learn something new every day. Me and Cole had a conversation about that, how many planets there were in the solar system, and I even chimed in on that. I'm like, no, Pluto's a planet, but you look it up and Google it, and sure enough, it's not listed in the, I guess, I don't even know if I can name them all anymore. Let's see, you got Neptune, Saturn, Mars, Earth. I'm missing a bunch of shit. I should know all of these, but yeah, Venus. Yeah, I don't know. I can't even name them all. So probably should start watching the news again. Yeah, I don't know when that changed, when that happened. Yes, Uranus is still it is still a planet. That's funny. Yeah, the artwork, the plants in Central Park were beautiful. They're not fully grown yet. They're still, you can tell they're younger with this planet. Oh. So, cool story. When we went on Icon last year. we didn't see um, we didn't see Rover, which is the dog, the chief dog officer, the golden retriever. We didn't see her at all the entire trip. On 7 days on hike, I never ran into her. Saw her. We saw her on the promenade, like on the video screen, but not like in person. We saw um, we saw Sailor like 4 times. They had her out everywhere, on the promenade and Surfside, up on the jogging track. The dog's like bathroom area is. Um, Saw her a bunch of times. She's a puppy. She's I think like 6 months old. Definitely going through the teething and chewing stage, but she's adorable. We got some footage of her as well. The kids got to pet her and play with her. Um, no more hiding ducks in Central Park. You are right, Liz. There is no more hiding ducks in Central Park, and I will say they have it posted in Central Park, but they don't have that posted in the plans around the other parts of the ship, and people were still planning or hiding ducks all over the plants in like the pool deck area and stuff like that. So they don't have the signs up there yet. I imagine they probably will, but no more ducks. And we didn't find any ducks in Central Park. And Naya found like I think we found like 9 or 10 ducks total, that we had found. We put a little. I put a white erase board on the door and let people comment on it. People were drawing ducks. We had somebody put a magnetic duck on our door as well. So yeah. And I found like 9 of the ducks. We had the stateroom attendant was amazing. We had towel animals every day. Yeah, what the duck? What the duck? But there were tons of people hiding ducks everywhere. The mini ones, the big ones, people made custom ones that were like poker chips. Oh, and they did have, there's a lot of people asked about the poker chips in the casino because on Icon they did like an inaugural poker chip and as like a collector, and people were taking them home. They did have the ones, they had the regular ones that just said Royal Caribbean, but they did have the Star of the Seas ones as well. Let me see if we got mine. I have mine with me. Okay, I do not. Looks like I do not have it with me. I thought I had it in. Oh, here it is. Here it is. I found it. So yeah, they have the little Star of the Seas one. It's got the ship in the middle. So I kept one of those. Just cool. I didn't get one of these from Icon, and I also got. We got some photos. They gave us a photo in the store and stuff. But I also got a commemorative coin of Star of the Seas. It's hard to see because of the reflection. But a commemorative coin that I got from the gift shop. My mom actually got this for me out of the gift shop. So got that. They gave us swag every day. They gave us different swag every day. They gave us a pickleball set, which was kind of cool. That had Star of the Seas on it. They were giving away towels. They were giving away the photos, the certificates with your name signed by the captain, the towel clips for the pool deck chair. They were giving away the clips that have Star of the Seas, that you like clip your towel onto the pool chairs. So I did want to talk. About what do you mean, Eddie? Talk about this coin or the other one? The other one, yeah, they're both. I mean, it's nice. The one's like it's a solid. It's heavy. It's a solid gold piece. But I did want to talk about this. So if you've been on a Royal Caribbean ship, you know these are called wow bands. So you can buy these. They're about yeah. The other one is huge. The gold one, Eddie, is huge. It's enormous. And it was only like $24. I got a discount. I think my mom ended up paying like $20 for it, right at $20. But it's commemorative. It's kind of cool. How big is it? It's huge. All right. Anyway, back to these. So if you know about the wow bands, Royal Caribbean came out with these, and you can wear them instead of carrying your SeaPass card around. You just put this on your wrist. It's like a watch, and it's got the little sensor inside. You can use it to open your stateroom door, order drinks, buy stuff out of the gift shop. Pretty much it's your onboard account and does everything on the ship. But when we got on the ship, we took a night to the kids club to register her for the kids club. And they have a new thing on board called Track Your Kid. This wristband, when they set it, they link it to your account, they link it to the parent's account on the app. You can see where your kid is on the ship. It's literally got a location, a GPS in it, where you can track your kid around the ship. So if you want to let your kids have free run with the ship, you can pull it up at any time. It refreshes. It's really accurate. It works really well, and you can tell where your kids are on the ship. Anaya, we don't let her run around by herself. She goes to the kids club, obviously, but they gave it to her and had us try it. But they didn't charge us the $15. They were testing it, and then they gave me a survey at the end of the cruise and asked me to provide feedback on how it worked and stuff like that. So now I got a WOW band for free. These do work on other ships. So once you get this band, you can take it on any Royal Caribbean ship and have them link it to your account, and you don't have to ever buy another one. But if you do have to buy them, I don't know how long they're going to be doing the testing for free, but if you do have to buy them, it's $15. So, yeah, it's definitely a cool feature to have. I want to track my husband, but actually I know he'll just be in the casino. That makes it easy. But yeah, I don't know if they have like something. I know they have messaging in the app where you can message people in your group. But I know on I think it's Princess Cruise Lines has the ability in the app where everybody in your party, it will track them based on where their phone is that has the app pulled up. So I know you can do that on Princess. They have that feature. I don't know if Royal Caribbean would do that in the future, maybe where you could track your other adults in your party as well. So they did not have, by the way, the facial recognition staterooms that they were talking about adding and testing on this ship. They did not have those. They were not ready. They had 2 escape rooms. I was not able to go inside and look at the escape rooms, unfortunately, because we didn't book them. But they had 2 different escape rooms. I'm trying to think what else we're missing. There was so much. Let's see, we covered shows. We covered kind of the food. The kids club, the bars. There's so many bars. So I wanted to bring this up as well. I noticed that on the bar menus, they're different. Obviously, each bar has some things that are like for that specific bar, different items. But the zero proof, the non-alcoholic stuff, they're adding a lot more of those to the menu as well, which I think is pretty cool. Down in Surfside on the old boardwalk area on Oasis called Surfside now. Down there, they have a Mommy and Me bar. It's called the Lemon Toast. They serve the drinks. They're in like imagine a Capri Sun bag. I guess probably that tall. But it was like a clear bag, like a Capri Sun pouch almost. But you can get the adults could get the alcoholic version, and the kids could get the non-alcoholic or whatever. So that was right there in Surfside in the kids area. They had one of the lime and coconut bars was a frozen one that had like pre-made like slushies for the frozen drinks. They had like the hurricane pina colada, but it was cool because you could order it as a mocktail, and then they would just add the alcohol to it. It was so quick at that bar because a lot of people order the pina colada, strawberry daiquiri, stuff like that, and they'd have to use a blender, and it would take them so long, and the line would move slow at the bar. But having that frozen option, I think, helped the bar kind of streamline the bar a little bit. So that was kind of cool to see it as well. That's good. They are serving more cocktails. That's where people are heading drinking less. I agree. There's a lot of people that don't drink and either quit drinking, they got sober, but there's some people that can't drink for medical reasons, or pregnant or whatever. But to have the ability to have an actual menu of drinks, and because y'all know when you go to order a mocktail at a bar and There's obviously you get a virgin colada, you can get a virgin strawberry daiquiri, stuff like that, but not all drinks can be made a virgin drink. So having different already menu items that people can choose from for that. I don't know. It's just I thought it was a cool idea. The kids love it because the kids like Cole likes this tropical crush one. It's got like yellow Red Bull in it and like tropical juices and stuff. So to have that available is I thought was really cool as well. I thought that was a neat idea. And all of the bars have new ones and they're adding more and more and more. So the the free drinks on board there was plenty. They had lemonade, they had water, they had iced tea, they had different flavored waters like strawberry kiwi, they had fruit punch, they had coffee. They also had tea bags. You can make tea. They had hot chocolate. They had milk, orange juice, apple juice, um, so other flavored waters and lemonades. So many free things on board. I did see too that the Coca-Cola Freestyle machines, when you get your cup with the drink package, the Coca-Cola Freestyle, the Coca-Cola Freestyle machines have a drink. It's called it's berry blast right or something like that. It's called, but it's like an exclusive drink for Royal Caribbean. They're the only ones that have that particular flavor Sprite or whatever it is. It's like a purple color. Um, and it's like exclusive to only Royal Caribbean. I don't know if they have that on their other ships yet. This is the first ship that I saw that on. I saw it advertised on the freestyle machines. So, and I do like too on Star of the Seas, the freestyle machines. It's not just like one or two locations. It used to be just on the promenade and just in the Windjammer, but now they had like 9 or 10 different locations of the freestyle machines. So that was really cool as well. So that way you could use them. Let's see here. So yeah, let's get on to future cruises. So I have our Freedom of the Seas vlogs that's currently supposed to be going, and I think we did the stateroom tour of that one up today. I think I'm going to pause that. I think I'm going to push out these Star of the Seas videos because I think it's new. Everybody wants to see that. So I think we're going to put out Star of the Seas. I'm hoping to have the first video edited by Saturday. I'm hoping. If I have it edited by Saturday, I can post it up to go Sunday. And if that's the case, I'm going to run the Star of the Seas vlog first. And it'll be like a month of videos. I'll drop a couple every week for like 3 or 4 weeks straight. So that's the plan with that vlog, and then I'll run the Freedom of the Seas right after that, and then Icon of the Seas we're going on. We'll do those vlogs after that. So that's going to be kind of the schedule of vlogs, and what the future is looking like for that. It's going to be really neat to be able to go on Star and then turn around and go right back on Icon, because you can there's not very many differences, so it's kind of like you're going to be on the same ship, but you can kind of pinpoint what is different too. So I don't know, it's kind of cool. And then after Icon, like a month after that, we're going on Brilliance of the Seas, which is a really small ship, like an older style ship. So I did talk to we missed the boat on Celebration Key vlogs. Got to get them out while they are on trend. Yeah, you definitely got to get them out early. I did a live stream. I did a couple of them on the ship, and I had some new people coming in and checking things out. So I met a lot of people though at the meetup. The vlog meetup was amazing. I met so many other vloggers. Got so many cool tips and ideas. Like I was saying earlier in the video, they were amazing. There were a lot of vloggers on the trip. Ben and David was on there. There was EECC Travels. Jason and Elise from EECC was there. We met them. That was amazing. Matt from Royal Caribbean Vlog. Danny from Hard Travel was on there. Obviously, Big Murph. We met up with Big Murph. We met up with Parker's on the Go was on there as well. But there were tons of big stringers. Every time I turned around, somebody had a camera. So it was really cool though to be able to see all of the streamers for sure. But yeah, you definitely got to get it out early. Um, I think so. Well, like when I do, a lot of people like to watch the ship tour videos. So what I'm seeing though is a lot of the ship tour videos are like anywhere between 20 minutes to 45 minutes long. My ship tour video is not going to be anywhere near that length. Nowhere near it. Sherman, how we doing, Sherman? Welcome in, welcome in. Hope you are having a good Wednesday, sir. Everybody's saying hello to Sherman. Yeah, but my ship tour video is not going to be anywhere near 30 minutes. It's not going to be anywhere near an hour. It's probably going to be an hour and a half. It's going to be a movie. Just because I don't like picking up and moving and having it blotchy. And you show this area and then you show another area, but you don't show how you got to that area. My ship tour videos are literally walkthrough, point of view videos. I don't think you can call it a walkthrough tour if you're not walking through while you're doing the tour. That I see it all the time, and it doesn't really make sense to me how you call it a walkthrough tour when you're video in one area of the ship and then you just pick up and show up somewhere else, like take a magic broom or something somewhere, and that's not really a walkthrough. Mine is going to be a true walkthrough. It takes me. I spent 8.5 hours recording the video footage for the ship tour. So the ship tour and Icon, I think our Icon video was like an hour and a half long. This one will probably be the same way. It's I do very detailed ship tours. I'm trying to do better. I'm trying to get better at editing. That's a big learning curve for me, is trying to get better at editing and trying to be more informative and better in information and stuff on the ship tours. So I'm really trying. I'm hoping some of my ship tours have done pretty well. So I'm thinking people like that aspect of it. And it's different from everything else that I see. So yeah, just a heads up, if you plan on watching the ship tour video we put out, it's going to be long. It's going to be long. But if you're a cruise nerd like me and you like watching the footage and seeing the ship in whole and how you get from one point, because like I don't know how y'all are, but like when I go on a cruise, I like to watch them. So when I get on a new ship, I kind of know my way around a little bit. I kind of know where the Aquadome market is and how do I get there when I get on the ship and what is it next to? Is there a swimming pool there? Like I like to know all that stuff. So it doesn't take me a full day to get my bearings on the ship and know where I'm at. So I feel like providing that information, I don't know, just makes it helpful. Guilty of calling it a walkthrough when it's not. Everybody does it, Liz. Everybody does it. I've done it myself in the past. My first ones were walkthroughs, and they were nowhere near walkthroughs. But I guess it could be a walkthrough still, I guess, because you are walking through the ship. You're just not recording the whole entire time. I'm recording the whole entire time. But one of the big issues I run into as well doing that, though, is I get a lot of copyright. Because when you're walking the pool deck or walking through the casino and they got music playing everywhere you go on the ship, so there's a copyright battle doing it that way as well. So I don't know. It's kind of the direction I kind of wanted to take the ship tours, is long, and informative, and like that point of view, that first person view. So. Yeah, if it gets copyrighted and I can't monetize those videos, I'm not even monetized yet anyway, fully for ads and stuff. So, yeah, break it down, part 1 and part 2. I've thought about doing that too, Sherman. I've thought about doing like the top so many decks or half the ship and then the other half of the ship. So maybe we will see. We usually just do music from Epidemic Sound. Yes, so Epidemic Sound was also recommended to me at the vlogger meetup. Jason and Elise from ECC use it. A lot of the other vloggers use it. I don't know how to utilize that yet. I've never added sound to any of my videos as of yet. I need to learn how to do that, to add like the background music or whatever. I just need to figure out how to do it when I'm editing. I use Filmora. I use Wondershare Filmora for editing. So once I figure out how to do it, the editing part of that, y'all, I'm an IT like disaster. I'm horrible with that stuff. So I got to watch tutorials, and then I still don't get it and end up having to ask one of the kids to help me. So once I figure out how to do that, I need to go to editing school apparently so I can learn all this stuff. But I look at the videos now that I've done over the past couple months, and I look at the ones from when I first started, and I've learned a lot, and they're better and getting better. It's just it's a lot. It's a lot to learn. You got to be devoted to it. You got to want to learn it and do it. And first, me huffing and puffing around the ship. I tell you what, Liz, doing the ship tour videos, and I do a food options tour video that shows all the food options and what's included and what's not included, that kind of thing. It's a workout. It's You don't need to go to the gym. You're getting your steps in for sure. I've seen people that were on this Star of the Seas sailing with us, and they're like, "Oh, we didn't even get to see this deck. We didn't get to see that deck." I didn't really get to spend a whole lot of time on the particular decks, but I seen each deck probably 5 or 6 times, just the amount of times I walked it to do the recording of the vlogs and stuff. So hopefully the footage comes out good. You're walking too fast. Yeah, slow down. Slow down, Liz. So you're gonna need to carry. We need to get those portable oxygen machines. You know what I'm talking about? We can put it in a backpack and just have like they use like the race car drivers and stuff use. You know what I mean, in their helmets. We need those. We need one of those helmets with the oxygen feeding us oxygen. So that way we can do the ship tour videos in a timely manner. Also, our editing software actually removes music. So Wondershare Filmora does remove music, but I haven't really tested it yet. Sometimes it will remove it, and then sometimes it says it's not able to remove it. So I'm kind of playing with that a little bit too, and I'm trying to watch more videos. My problem is I don't have enough time in a day to do everything that I want to do. If I had the time, I'd be doing all the tutorials on Wondershare. Like I'd be in like really zoned in on it. I try to squeeze it in a little bit when I can, but it's a lot. It's a lot to learn. So I just try to do like one step at a time, and then next video I do, I'll try to tweak or add one more little thing. Normally what I'll do is I'll do a video with something new that I learned, and then I'll do like 3 or 4 videos with that, and then kind of see how it progresses, and then try to find out another little trick or tip. So you don't get copyright. Yeah, I did that on some of my videos. Like I said, some of them are being stubborn. Some of them still want to copyright me, but like I said, I'm not monetized anyway right now, so it's not a big deal for the ads and the revenue of that part. So, but eventually, I definitely need to get that taken off there, so I don't have to deal with the copyright stuff. And somebody actually told me, I think it was watching Parody J, when he has music playing in the background and he's walking in somewhere, he always says, "Oh, I'm going to talk loud because of copyright." So I don't know if maybe you talk louder, it picks up your voice more, so it can kind of mute the music in the background when editing. Maybe, I don't know. I need to figure that out. Bunch of yakety yaks on the ship. We did, the music was blaring and it came right out. Yeah. What editing software do you use, Liz? Do you use Filmora? Do you use Capture? Like what editing software do you use? Need to rent a jazzy scooter to ride around the ship by doing now that's not a bad idea. If the cruise ships would rent those little scooters that people ride on, that would be cool. I'm not talking about like the ones, like the sit-down ones, the handicap scooters. I'm talking about the stand-up ones. Like a lot of cities have them like downtown that you could rent, the stand-up scooters and stuff. That would be cool. But then I feel like a lot of kids would be renting them and you'd be getting run over a lot. Yes, agreed. It will matter when people go back and watch when you are monetized. Yeah, I got to figure that out, because otherwise I just won't be able to monetize that video, I guess, or I'll get a copyright strike or something will happen with it. DaVinci, I have not tried DaVinci yet. Have not tried that yet. And I forgot to ask, I meant to ask Jason from ECC what him and Elise use, and I forgot to ask them, so I'm going to have to message them and find out. They were giving us a lot of tips and stuff as well. But Yeah, I think music and copyright issues, and it's getting harder because of all the music that's blaring. That's blaring in the background when you're doing your recordings and stuff. So I know the casino lately. I do the casino tour videos. Like I tried to do the casino tour video on Star Y'all, and it's not going to be very thorough at all because the casino never closed. The casino was open the entire time because the only port that we had was Coco Cay, and they stay open the entire time we're at Coco Cay. So literally, the slot machines were open 24 hours. So I did a casino tour, but it was definitely not as in depth as my other casino tours that I do. I wasn't able to show as many of the machines and really spend my time in there. Normally my casino tour videos are around 10 minutes. I think this one's probably going to be like 4 or 5. So, and that's it. Scrow's Nest is in here. Scrow's Nest. So I saw something really interesting. I can't remember if I talked about it in this live stream the other day. But when we were talking about handicap disability the other day on the live stream. So the area on this one, the Hideaway, on Icon, they had a handicap lift that goes into the pool at Hideaway, but they didn't have a lift for the stairs, so you couldn't get down there. On Star of the Seas, they had a lift on the stairs, but not a lift that goes into the handicap pool. So I'm looking at all of that stuff now, obviously, and paying more attention to it. And I thought that was weird. I was like, man, if y'all just put the equipment from both ships together, you'd have one ship that was fully accessible. So, but they did have accessible stuff other areas like the ice rink. They had the wheelchair elevators, and up in the Aquadome they had the wheelchair elevators. So I'm seeing more and more accessibility, but just not in the right places sometimes. Everybody's saying hello to Randy. Well, y'all, it's almost 7 o'clock. I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a night. Been sitting here in Panera for an hour to do the live stream, so I think I'm going to call it a night. I appreciate y'all coming by and hanging out with us. We will be live again next Wednesday. Next Wednesday's live stream is going to be geared towards, it's Q&A, but geared more towards our upcoming trip on Icon and discussing stuff. So the next 2 Wednesdays is going to be kind of focused on Icon, but we'll still be doing the Q&A. So if people have questions about cruising or anything else, we'll be doing that as well. Scrow's Nest, yes, one more thing. What we got, sir? What we got, sir? What we got, Randy? Let me hear. I got time. I got a couple more minutes I can hang around. So also to note, they had the smart elevators on this ship. Smart elevators are amazing, y'all. They're amazing. If you go on a ship that has the smart elevators and then you go on one that doesn't, there's a stark difference. Are they perfect? No, but there's a big difference. The smart elevators are amazing. Randy is 2-finger typing at the moment. He types at the same speed I do then. I'm not one of those texters that's like texting all super fast. I can't do that. If you ask guest services, they may give you access to the service elevators. Yes, so there is, we did find out, though, they have the chairlift that goes down. We did find out there's a secret doorway behind the Windjammer, too, that can go out to the Hideaway area. But some of the ships, like when we went on Independence of the Seas, they didn't even have service elevators that went to the, like where the mini golf is. There were no service elevators up there because we did ask about that, but they didn't have it. But yeah, they will allow you to do that if they have if they have elevators where you're trying to go, and you ask them, they will more than likely let you use the service elevators to get up and down. So good information as well. All right, y'all. Well, it is 6:59 according to my time. So I think I'm going to go ahead and call it a live stream. Who else is on right now? Can we raid somebody? I don't even know how to set up a raid, but who's on so I can tell everybody where to go? I think, is Bill going on? Bill and Scott, are y'all going? It's Wednesday. I think y'all are going on, if I'm not mistaken. I was thinking Randy was showing off by using 2 fingers. All right, Randy, I appreciate you coming by. Have a good night, everybody. I think, like I said, I think Scott and Bill are going live now. So I'm going to head over in their direction when I get off of here. I'm going to grab my stuff, pack it up, head out to the car, and then head over to their direction. So definitely go over there, show some love as well. Hit the like button on your way out. If you have not hit the like button yet, definitely do that. It helps us out tremendously. And we're going to call it a night, y'all. So thank you again for coming by. We will see you next Wednesday on the live stream. Bye, everybody.